What's up, guys? How we doing? Hey, I'm back for Cliff Notes this week. This is a real quick show just to kind of give you some storylines heading into New Jersey. I'm not going to go into too much detail about each rider or what their situation is. I'm just going to give you a quick storyline and let you know some things that are going on this weekend. So, hey guys, thank EBC Brakes. They've been with me forever. They're such good people. James, Steve, all the guys over at EBC. They got clutches, brake pads, rotors. Support them. Coach Rob Beams. Coach is the smartest guy I know. He does his programs. He'll do blood work panels. Like, he bases everything he does for you scientifically. He will make you stronger than you've ever been, more durable than you've ever been. So his programs start at $22. Head over to Complete Racing Solutions. Let them know Cooksey sent you, and get yourself on a program. Then we've got Epic Garage Designs, where I'm shooting these videos. Check out that website if you need any garage supplies. And if you're in the Las Vegas or Henderson area, if you need blinds, hit me up. I can help you out there too. So hit up epicblinds.com. Epic Blinds and Shutters. And also, Leanne Nestor, my friend who's a real estate agent here locally in Las Vegas, Henderson area. If you need a rental, you are selling, or you're buying, either of those three things, hit up Leanne. Tell her Cooksey sent you, and she'll take really good care of you. She's a super nice lady with a vast real estate knowledge. She knows what she's talking about, and she'll get you dialed in one way or the other. So, all right, guys, let's get into this.
You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy.
The big news heading into New Jersey is Bobby Piazza. Yes. The privateer, Bobby Piazza, the bike rev guy that everybody loves, who found a niche, is suspended. If you want to know more about that, I've done 2 other videos on it. Check it out. But if you want to support Bobby, let's start by just going and just go follow him on Instagram. Bobby Piazza, and I'm sure I'll put it on the screen here, his Instagram. Follow him. Let him know you support him. The bigger platform he has to display himself is the more power he's got. So if you want to start by just doing that, follow Bobby P. He'll get you dialed in. The dirt is soft. It's always been really gnarly. Remember, this is the place where Tomac crashed when he was battling Dungey, and he picked his bike up all slow. Just had a horrible event. It pretty much cost him that championship. It could rain on Saturday. I'm not sure if it will or not. This is also a futures round. So with a futures round, this track's going to get torn up. You got futures. You've got an East-West Shootout. You got soft dirt on 450s with the rain possibility. It's going to be a wild one. I expect something weird to happen. J Mart's out. Jeremy Martin had posted that he was going to be okay. He DNF'd in Atlanta. We thought he was okay. They x-rayed his ribs, found out his lung was collapsed or partially collapsed. So he thinks he'll be back for Nashville. I don't know, man. I would lobby the Club MX guys. Listen, we know Jeremy Martin's awesome in Supercross, but we want to see him outdoors healthy. Just sit him out, start riding him outdoors. That's all I would do if I was Club MX. I mean, what's there, only 3 races for him? And one of them's an East-West, 2 of them are East-West Shootouts. Just sit him out. Just sit him out and get him ready. Get him to some testing. If you can, break Marchbanks back, or just come out strong. Support Enzo Lopes. You know, you don't need him at the East. You don't need J Mart to represent in the East-West Shootout because you got Lopes on the West. Thrasher, God, that was a horrible injury, guys. Nate Thrasher is out. He had hip surgery this week. He's also going to have ACL surgery, and he's got a broken collarbone. They say he'll be ready for 2024. It's way too early to determine that. Those are some serious life-changing injuries that he suffered there. I mean, these guys are finely tuned athletes. They bounce back way quicker than normal people. I hope he's back in 2024 and 100% because he was doing really good this year. He was legitimate competition for Hunter Lawrence, who now has a giant lead in this thing. Styles Robertson is also out for Star Yamaha. He broke his leg at Glendale. So we're down a couple guys. It's that time of year, but it's East-West Shootout. So we are going to start with the 450s. Eli Tomac has a few point lead on Cooper Webb. Keep in mind, they go to Nashville, Colorado, and then Utah. Webb's got to make some points because you know Tomac flies in Colorado at altitude, in Salt Lake at altitude. Salt Lake's almost like a home race for him. Phoenix is close. Salt Lake is close. He's got good history there. Webb has got to do something on this soft dirt. This is his scenario this weekend, and if he doesn't make up points and at least close this gap down, it doesn't look good. Chase Sexton, he's just got to win. That's it. He's still pretty far behind on this points. I think he's 17 down. He's just got to win out and hope he gets some luck. There's 4 rounds left. Each round is 26 points. He needs all 26 at all 4 rounds, and he'll be there. Justin Barcia, been riding amazing, signed another 2-year deal with TLD, which, while I'm stoked for Barcia, I'm not so happy about him getting a 2-year deal. I'm telling you, I'll just give this guy 1-year deals, because whenever he's in the last year of his deal, he always hauls ass. So I expect him to suck next year and be really good in 25. Yeah, it's crazy, already saying 25. Ken Roxon is doing really good. He's right there. He's having probably his best season in a long time, and he's on the Suzuki. And I forget where I heard it, but there was an interesting point brought up about him and his illness. And there's 2 reasons that I look at his illness. So there's no more WADA. So the drug testing is way loose. That's one theory on why he's not getting sick and fading late in the year. The other reason is the stress. Epstein-Barr, number one thing that causes it and triggers it is stress. And maybe being on the Suzuki, he's happier, less stress. So we shall see. Jason Anderson, speaking of stress, he looked awful last week. He just had his baby, didn't sleep. Hopefully he got some rest. Having a newborn in the house, I don't know how much rest he got. Probably not that much. Is he going to get a win this year? Is he going to part with Kawasaki? These are all questions that are still to be determined. Aaron Plessinger, man, he just hasn't been the same since crashing out of Detroit, the one he was going to win with a lap to go. Maybe it's injuries, maybe it's confidence. I'm not sure. But gosh, I want AP. Listen, I've said it before. I'll say it again. The sport's better when AP's fast. Same with Adam Cincerillo. Unfortunately, he's got a wrist that is just not cooperating with him. And I wish I could give you guys better news or tell you something different, but I don't expect. And the thing is, he can throw down those laps really quick. The talent's still there. Everything except for his body's letting him down. I don't know. I don't think he's gone, but I really think he needs to go try stem cell or some crazy stuff from Puerto Rico or whatever. Like, just get crazy. Just right now, just try something. Just try something, Adam. It's too soon. Christian Craig's out. Justin Hill, 10th in the points. Who'd have guessed Justin Hill on a Team Tedder bike is 10th in the points in this stacked field, consistently inside the top 10. He's got 140 points. That's really good. His brother's sitting 13th. Team Tedder and the Hill brothers are legit, man. They're right there with Dean Wilson, Colt Nichols, and that whole pack. Like, they're there. Now let's get into the 250s, guys. So the 250s is an East-West Shootout, the first one of the year. It's very peculiar that Feld puts it so far away. The West guys got to travel a long ways, and with gas prices and stuff, I don't know that we're going to see a lot of privateers that are going to make that journey, but like AJE, these guys, they're going to go, but this is really stretching their budgets a lot. Yeah. Jet Lawrence, he's got a 26-point lead. That's a big lead. It's not insurmountable. He might have to play it a little bit easy. I wouldn't look for him to do anything crazy to go for the win. RJ Hampshire, I could easily see him winning. He's fast. These soft dirts, these rutted tracks, he's gnarly. He wants a win bad, and he might very well get it. Levi Kitchen, the chef is right there. He's also tight. Cameron McAdoo is out with that shoulder injury. Enzo Lopes had an amazing but quiet ride in Seattle where he came all the way from last to fourth. That was a really similar terrain to what we're going to see in New Jersey. He could easily be battling for a podium. And then in the East, we got Hunter Lawrence with a 45-point lead. It's over. Let's be real. Even if he sits out this round and the next 2 rounds, 2 of them are East-West shootouts. The guy in second place is Haiden Deegan. Haiden Deegan has been miraculous, but it would still be a tall task for him to score 45 points in 3 rounds with 2 of them being East-West shootouts. But then again, the kid keeps proving me wrong, so maybe he wins all 3. I don't know. I doubt it, but I could see Haiden winning this weekend. It seems like one of those weekends where if a guy like him gets a hole shot, the Lawrence brothers don't want to push each other on a rutted track. If he could break away early, I could see Haiden Deegan getting a win. He's going to be right there. And I mean, second in the points. I'm a believer, guys. I 100% am a believer. And I've told you guys, I've wanted this sport to have an anti-hero. Somebody who just does what they want, when they want, takes no shit. If a crowd boos him, he stands there and just gives them the double birds. If tells them their place stinks and gets out of here, I'll get out of this shitty town. I want that to be Haiden Deegan, and I might get my wish. I think he might be that guy. I absolutely love it. The thing is it's almost like pro wrestling these days. He could be the Stone Cold. He could be the anti-hero. I'm on board with him until I see otherwise. I love how Joe Schmoda bumps him and he turns and points at him. The kid has fire. He has endurance. These are things I didn't know he had. This is what I'm learning about Haiden Deegan. He has fire. He has endurance. I knew he had talent. And he can skim whoops. I didn't think he could skim whoops that good. He can, and he's got, God, he's awesome. Max Anstie riding like a boss. He's had a couple rounds that are kind of quiet. He's missed the podium for a little bit. Maybe this is how he gets back into it. He needs a good start. It's an East-West Shootout. There's going to be a lot of fast guys. Nate Thrasher, we talked about him. He's out. Jordan Smith, he's fast. I mean, he got back up on the podium. He got second. But gosh, he's just had too many mistakes to be really in it for the championship. And missing a main event, you're not going to win this championship. Jeremy Martin's out. Tom Vial, I'm told, is going to race, but he's also banged up. He hit himself pretty hard. I would probably sit him out if I was those guys. And this is another guy like Jeremy Martin that you just want to get ready for outdoors. And you know, and then the futures guys. We got Juju, Julian Beaumer, who won in Glendale, who's super fast. We got Daxton Bennick, who won the first 2 rounds, who's looking to rebound. Casey Cochran, I just forgot to mention him last time. Somebody got mad at me. Listen, all these kids are badasses. And then we got my buddy, Caden Lewis. Caden Lewis is making the trek all the way up to New York from Kingman, Arizona. Is he the fastest guy? No, but watch him. He improved every time he hit the track in Glendale, made it into the show, and you had to qualify to get into that top 20. He'll have to qualify again. Like I said, don't look for him to be on the podium, but watch this kid. I'm telling you, he gets better every time he hits the track. And I believe he might even actually have started working with Coach Rob on a program, so look for him to get even stronger and better. This is a new form of bringing kids up. You can race into your mid-30s, but if you wear yourself out amateur racing, running these, he hasn't done that. He's been racing arena cross, riding locally, riding BMX, learning skills. This is a raw talent that is getting to this level fresh. He's fresh. So Caden Lewis, I'm telling you, remember that name. He is going to, like I said, he's not going to set the world on fire this year or maybe even next, but he's going to get better and better. Every single year he's going to get better. And he'll be, if he wants to, and I've talked to him about this, if he wants to, he's going to have a long career in this sport. He's that good. All right, guys. Well, hey, remember, subscribe, support Bobby Piazza, head over to his Instagram, give him a follow, and I will catch you guys later. Remember, it's East Coast, so I believe the start is at 4 o'clock. I'll post the schedule right here. And then, all right, guys, we'll see you later.